Ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Running on first down, Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, Jack.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is a tough way to start the third. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Nix. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Nix. We'll get that complete to Vic. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Come on.
2nd and 9 now. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know, times having to hang out all day and play. It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just the remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Daniels looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. He's to the 15, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And pass caught by McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line. 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, I wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. They go play action. Daniels on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This offense in depth come up on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is
empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the 32, it's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Washington offense set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down.